my mom had this cake cookbook. I don't know why, because she never made a frickin' cake. Not the ones that were in this book anyways. She made coffee cakes and simple cakes like that, but this book had cakes for Christmas, Easter, birthdays, really magnificent and quite easy to make. So for Easter time, they had an Easter basket cake, and they had a cake that looked like a rabbit. And I used to look and dream and long for these cakes, and you think my mom would look at me looking at the book and get off her ass and make the cake, but no, she never did. I don't understand why, because I sure as hell would if I had a kid. So anyways, once I got old enough, I said, fuck it, I'll make the cake myself. So I did. It's very simple, and you'll see, and I'll make the cake now for you, and then you can make it and amaze your friends and family at Easter dinner. So this is all you'll need. A cake mix. I'm going to make it out of lemon. You can use vanilla, which would be ideal, or confetti vanilla type cake, but I'm going to try lemon, because why not? And use a buttercream icing. You need 3 eggs, some decoration eggs, coconut, a mixer, and a round cake pan. And you'll be all set. Now time to mix it all together. And there we have it. I think I have everything all ready here to make the cake. So I'm not making this from scratch. I'm using a pre-mixed cake that you buy in a store. I find they're great, and whenever you try to make it from scratch, you can never actually make them as good as these cakes. So, I'm using lemon. Take out the dry mix that's in the box and dump it into a bowl. Now add your 3 eggs. Now a half a cup of vegetable oil. I'm using lemon flavored olive oil. Makes sense because it's a lemon cake. And I don't need a measuring cup, I can just wing it. I've made enough of these to know. There you go. Then a cup and a half of water. Now you just take your blender and beat it until smooth. Now you want to grease up your round pan with lard, or I'm using margarine. Since it is a non-stick pan anyways, you don't have to worry too much about the technicalities. And sprinkle some flour at the bottom. And just bang it around so it all covers the sides and the bottom, like that. Now preheat your oven to 350. Now just pour the mixed cake mix into the pan. Now while that's preheating, my favorite part, licking the cake batter. Oh yeah, so good. Now the oven's preheated. Now make sure your cake pan is filled 3/4 of the way up and enter in the oven. Now bake for 30-35 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Okay. Set it here to cool. Now to weigh to test to see if it's done, use a toothpick or a cake tester like I have. Stick it in the center, pull it out, see if it's clean, and yes it is, so the cake is done. Okay, so now that you let the cake cool down, you want to cut it in half. You want to make a half moon. So, I'll spread them apart, and you should have what looks like this. So the top part of the cake will be the outside of the rabbit, and the inside will be the inside of the rabbit. So first, what you must do is ice the inside of the cake on one part of the half moon, and you'll be resting it like that. Just like so. So now you're going to take the other half and stick it together. Like that. So now you're going to cut out the shape for the head. So in order to do that, you have to cut a notch out. So starting here, you want to go on an angle, have a serrated knife and saw gently to the right spot, right about there. Now go back to the top, and as you cut, contour to the shape of the body that you would want, and really do it slowly and gently, or you'll totally fuck the cake up like I'm probably doing now. Like that. Now you remove that, and as you can see, the head is taking shape. Now you don't throw this out or eat it, which you'd probably like to do. You're going to turn the cake around and stick it on its ass for a tail. You might have to trim off a bit, but that's what you're going to do. Well, I ate half of it, which probably had to anyways because the tail doesn't want to be as wide as the body. So you just want the one piece of the half moon. Stick it right there. There's its tail. There's its head, taking shape. So now, time to ice the bunny cake. You want to apply it all over the surface. So now you want to quickly add coconut for its fur. And you want to do it quickly before the icing gets too hard. You want it nice and soft so it'll stick. So it's kind of a messy job, but the effect is great in the end. So the bunny gets his fur. Okay, now the coconut is all added to it, and I'm going to give this bunny some blue eyes. So stick them right there. And I'll give him a nose, a pink nose, of course. So he kind of looks like a fucking alien right now, but who cares? So now the bunny needs some ears. So use some white cardboard, or if you don't have that, some stiff white paper. So I'm going to use this envelope. We'll draw out, you want to draw out a little spot where it's going to stick into the cake, and then you want to draw the ear, like so. So this part here is going to stick inside the cake. There's the ear. And I'll make another one. So he has 2 ears, like that. Now cut it out. Okay, now I have 2 ears cut out. Now, I'm not quite done yet. You want to add the pink inside the ear. I don't have pink, but I have red, but it's probably going to look pink because it's not a great marker. So there's 1 ear. There's 2 ears. That. Very good. Ta-da! Now to apply the ear, if it's out of paper, you'll want to pinch the bottom part here so it's stiffer, so it can actually get inside the cake. Okay? Pinched. Cardboard, you wouldn't have to worry so much. So I'm sticking this in the cake and hopefully it goes in there. Oh, fuck. Good enough. I'll do the same with this. Pinch the little end to give it some strength. And stick it inside the cake and hope the hell it doesn't make a mess of the cake. It's paper, so it's not ideal. Cardboard's much better. But anyways, there you go. A rabbit cake. Eyes, nose, ears, and little tail at the end. Pretty cool, eh? Now, for the final presentation. You got your bunny with ears, eyes, and a nose, but it's still not quite ready, right? Still need to spice it up, especially if you have company coming over. You want to really make it look amazing. So, take some Easter grass and place it around the bunny. Like so. Go like that. A little bit more. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Then, some marshmallow candy eggs. My favorite. Classic Easter candy. And you gotta place those around Mr. or Mrs. Bunny. Like so. And there you have it. An amazing Easter cake that will amaze your guests. And if it doesn't amaze them, tell them to fuck off. How about that for an Easter special, eh, folks?